Hey there, everyone! Lena Fox here from Silver Fox Insurance Group in Wichita, Kansas. Turning 65 is a milestone, and with it comes a whole new world of healthcare options. We're talking about Medicare. I'll break it down for you nice and easy so you can understand your choices and feel confident about your healthcare. Let's dive in. Medicare can seem like a different language. Part A, Part B, Part D. Think of it like this. Part A for hospital stays, Part B for doctor visits, and Part D for prescription drugs. Let's start with the foundation of Medicare. Part A, your hospital insurance. Why is it important to understand Medicare? Your healthcare is personal, and it's crucial to have the right coverage for your needs and budget. By understanding Medicare, you can make informed decisions, manage costs, and avoid surprises. Let's dive into the details, starting with Medicare Part A, hospital insurance. Let's break down Medicare Part A, your hospital insurance. It covers inpatient hospital care, skilled nursing facility care, and some home health care. Most people get Part A premium-free, thanks to Medicare taxes paid while working. Remember, Part A primarily covers inpatient services. When Part A kicks in, understanding coverage. Part A helps cover room and board, meals, nursing care, and medications during hospital stays. It also covers short stays in skilled nursing facilities if medically necessary. Costs and considerations, what you'll pay. Most people get Part A premium free, but there are out-of-pocket costs like deductibles, coinsurance, and copays. A deductible is the amount you pay before Medicare starts to pay its share. Once you've met your deductible, you'll typically pay coinsurance, a percentage of the cost of covered services. Part B, medical insurance, covering your doctor visits. Part B is your go-to for doctor visits and outpatient services. It usually comes with a monthly premium, deducted from your Social Security benefits. Part B works alongside Part A, providing well-rounded coverage. Navigating outpatient care. What Part B includes. Outpatient care means receiving medical services without being admitted to a hospital. Part B covers doctor visits, preventive screenings, lab tests, x-rays, and some mental health services. It also covers certain vaccinations and durable medical equipment if prescribed by your doctor. Decoding Part B costs, premiums, deductibles, and more. Part B has a monthly premium, deductibles, coinsurance, and copays for certain services. Once you've met your deductible, you'll generally pay coinsurance, a percentage of the Medicare-approved amount for covered services. Introducing Part D, your prescription drug plan. Part D helps make medications more affordable. Unlike Part A and Part B, Part D is offered through private insurance companies that contract with Medicare. If you want prescription drug coverage, you'll need to enroll in a standalone Part D plan or a Medicare Advantage plan that includes drug coverage. Navigating the world of formularies. What to expect. Each Part D plan has its own formulary, a list of covered drugs. Formularies are divided into tiers, with Tier 1 being the most affordable medications. Review your plan's formulary annually to ensure you're getting the best coverage. Part D costs, understanding premiums, deductibles, and the donut hole. Part D has a monthly premium, deductibles, coinsurance, and copays. There's a coverage gap called the donut hole, where you'll pay a higher percentage of medication costs. Once out of the donut hole, you'll enter catastrophic coverage, paying only a small copayment or coinsurance for drugs. Section 1, Original Medicare versus Medicare Advantage, understanding your options. Okay, so we've covered the basics of Original Medicare, Part A for hospital stays, Part B for doctor visits, and Part D for prescription drugs. But here's the thing, Original Medicare isn't your only option. You can also choose to get your Medicare coverage through a Medicare Advantage plan, sometimes called Part C. Think of Medicare Advantage as an alternative way to get your Medicare benefits, kind of like choosing between different restaurants that all serve your favorite dishes. With Original Medicare, you're covered by the government and you can see any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare, which is most of them. But with Medicare Advantage, you'll get your Part A, Part B, and usually Part D coverage through a private insurance company that contracts with Medicare. These plans are required to offer at least the same level of coverage as Original Medicare, but they might have different costs, coverage rules, and extra benefits like vision, dental, or hearing coverage. Now, I know this might sound a little confusing, so let me break it down for you. Imagine Original Medicare as a single-story house. It's got all the essentials, but it's pretty basic. Medicare Advantage, on the other hand, is like a two-story house. It's got the same foundation as the single-story house, your essential Medicare benefits, but it might have some extra rooms and upgrades, like those additional benefits I mentioned. Section 2. Medicare Advantage. Exploring the HMO and PPO landscape. So, we've established that Medicare Advantage plans are offered by private insurance companies, and they often come with extra perks. But here's where it gets a little more nuanced. There are different types of Medicare Advantage plans, and each has its own set of rules and restrictions. The two most common types are HMOs, or Health Maintenance Organizations, and PPOs, or Preferred Provider Organizations. HMO plans typically have lower monthly premiums and out-of-pocket costs, but they also have a more limited network of providers. That means you'll need to see doctors and hospitals within the plan's network to get the most coverage. If you go outside the network, you might have to pay the full cost of care unless it's an emergency. PPO plans, on the other hand, offer more flexibility. You can see any doctor or hospital you want, but you'll generally pay less if you stay within the plan's network. PPOs usually have higher monthly premiums than HMOs, but they can be a good option if you want the freedom to choose your providers or if you travel frequently. Section 3. Making the choice, weighing the pros and cons. So you're probably wondering, which option is right for me? Original Medicare or Medicare Advantage? Well, the answer is, it depends. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to Medicare. The best choice for you will depend on your individual needs, health status, budget, and personal preferences. Original Medicare offers more flexibility and freedom to see any provider you want, but it doesn't typically cover extras like vision, dental, or hearing. It also doesn't have an out-of-pocket maximum, which means your expenses could be unlimited if you have a major health event. Medicare Advantage plans, on the other hand, often come with those extra benefits and usually have lower monthly premiums. They also have an out-of-pocket maximum, which can provide peace of mind knowing you won't face sky-high medical bills. But here's the catch. Medicare Advantage plans have networks, so you might be limited in your choice of providers. And if you have a complex or rare medical condition, Original Medicare might give you more peace of mind because you can see any specialist who accepts Medicare without having to worry about referrals or networks. It's all about weighing the pros and cons and deciding what's most important to you. Section 1. Medicare in Action, Hypothetical Scenarios. All right, let's bring all this Medicare talk to life with a few examples, shall we? Imagine a lovely woman named Helen. Helen is turning 65 and is about to retire. She's generally healthy, takes a couple of prescription medications, and wants to make sure she has solid healthcare coverage without breaking the bank. In Helen's case, she might decide to stick with Original Medicare, Part A and Part B, and enroll in a standalone Part D plan for her medications. This way, she has the freedom to see any doctor she wants and can choose a Part D plan that covers her specific medications. Now, let's say Helen's friend George is also turning 65 but has some more health challenges. George has diabetes and needs regular checkups, medications, and the occasional specialist visit. He's on a fixed income and wants to keep his out-of-pocket costs as low as possible. For George, a Medicare Advantage HMO plan might be a good fit. These plans often have lower monthly premiums and co-pays, and many include prescription drug coverage. While George's choice of doctors might be more limited with an HMO, the lower costs and extra benefits could outweigh that for him. See how different Medicare choices can be for different people? It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. Let's look at another scenario. Let's say Helen's sister Mary is also turning 65 but is a real social butterfly. She loves to travel and values having access to a wide range of doctors. Mary might prefer a Medicare Advantage PPO plan. While these plans generally have higher monthly premiums than HMOs, they offer more flexibility to see out-of-network providers, which is important to Mary since she travels frequently. These are just a few examples, of course, but they illustrate how important it is to consider your individual needs and circumstances when choosing your Medicare coverage. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer. It's all about finding the plan that aligns best with your healthcare needs, your budget, and your lifestyle. Section 2. Real people, real stories navigating Medicare challenges. Now you might be thinking, okay Lena, those hypothetical examples are all well and good, but what about real people facing real Medicare challenges? Well, I've got you covered. I've been helping seniors navigate the ins and outs of Medicare for years, and I've seen firsthand how confusing and overwhelming it can be. One story that sticks with me is that of a kind gentleman named Frank. Frank came to me feeling completely lost. He had recently enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan without fully understanding the restrictions. He ended up needing to see a specialist who wasn't in his plan's network, and he was hit with a hefty bill. We sat down together and I took the time to explain his options and help him understand the importance of choosing a plan that aligned with his healthcare needs. We were able to switch him to a different Medicare Advantage plan with a more extensive network that included his preferred specialist. Frank was so relieved to have someone in his corner who could guide him through the process and help him find a solution that worked for him. Then there was Sarah, a vibrant woman who had always been independent and proactive about her health. Sarah was diagnosed with a chronic illness that required expensive medications. She was struggling to afford her prescriptions and was feeling overwhelmed by the costs. I worked with Sarah to find a Part D plan that covered her medications at a price she could afford. We also explored programs that could help lower her out-of-pocket costs even further. Knowing that she had access to the medication she needed and that she had someone to turn to for support made a world of difference for Sarah. These stories remind me why I do what I do, to empower seniors like Frank and Sarah with the knowledge and support they need to make informed decisions about their Medicare coverage. Medicare doesn't have to be a source of stress and confusion. With the right guidance and a little planning, you can navigate the Medicare maze with confidence and get the coverage you need to live your healthiest life. Section 1. Recap and key takeaways. Your Medicare journey starts now. Well, folks, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the ins and outs of Medicare Parts A, B, and D, demystified the differences between original Medicare and Medicare Advantage, and even walked through some real-life scenarios to illustrate how these choices play out in the real world. But remember, this is just the beginning of your Medicare journey, a journey towards a healthier and more secure future. As you navigate the world of Medicare, keep in mind the key takeaways we've discussed. Part A, your hospital insurance, acts as a safety net for those unexpected health events that require hospitalization. Part B steps in to cover those essential doctor visits, preventive screenings, and outpatient services that keep you feeling your best. And if you take regular medications, Part D is there to help make those prescriptions more affordable. Remember, you have choices when it comes to how you get your Medicare coverage. Original Medicare gives you the freedom to see any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare, while Medicare Advantage plans offer the convenience of bundled benefits, often with extra perks like vision, dental, or hearing coverage. The key is to weigh the pros and cons of each option and find the plan that aligns best with your individual needs, budget, and lifestyle. Medicare supplement plans, also known as Medigap plans, are designed to cover the gaps in original Medicare. These plans can help pay for out-of-pocket costs such as co-payments, co-insurance, and deductibles. Medigap plans are offered by private insurance companies and can provide additional coverage for services not covered by Medicare, such as medical care when you travel outside the U.S. It's important to compare different Medigap plans to find the one that best fits your needs and budget. By understanding the benefits and limitations of each plan, you can make an informed decision that provides you with peace of mind and financial protection. Remember, Medigap plans work alongside original Medicare, meaning you can keep your existing coverage while adding an extra layer of security. This can be particularly valuable if you have frequent healthcare needs or travel often. So as you continue on your Medicare journey, consider whether a Medigap plan might be the right choice for you. It could be the perfect complement to your existing coverage, ensuring you have comprehensive protection no matter what life throws your way. Stay tuned for more insights and guidance as we help you navigate the world of Medicare with confidence. Section 2, Lena's Helping Hand, your partner in Medicare planning. Choosing the right Medicare coverage can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. That's where I come in. As a licensed insurance agent specializing in Medicare, I'm here to guide you through the process, answer your questions, and help you make informed decisions about your health care. Whether you're just starting to think about Medicare or you're already enrolled and feeling a little lost, I'm here to be your trusted advisor. I can help you understand your Medicare eligibility, explore your plan options, compare costs and benefits, and find the coverage that meets your unique needs. My services are completely free to you. I'm compensated directly by the insurance carriers, so you can rest assured that you're getting unbiased advice and personalized support. I'm passionate about helping seniors in our community access affordable and comprehensive healthcare coverage. So, if you're ready to take control of your Medicare journey, I encourage you to reach out to me today. You can schedule a free consultation by calling my office at 316-231-7053 or visiting my website at https://www.lenafoxagency.com. I'm here to answer your questions, address your concerns, and help you navigate the Medicare maze with confidence. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Let me be your partner in Medicare plan.